Dawn breaks over Bastimentos Island. Here, 3 ecosystems merge. Rich mangrove forest, vibrant coral reefs, and tropical forest canopies. This unique area has another special ecological system. The transition zone between the mangrove forest and the tropical forest is called an ecotone. In this area, there are both red and white mangroves. They have adapted to thrive in coastal environments due to their complex root systems. Mangroves provide several ecosystem services that are vital for many species living in this area. They also function as primary habitats for many species of fish and invertebrates, such as this dancing mudflat fiddler crab. Marine life around the roots has to cope with tidal flows. The canopy provides a tranquil habitat where numerous species of reptiles, mammals, and birds thrive. Next to the mangrove forest is the lowland, humid, tropical forest. This terrestrial ecosystem contains the most biodiversity on this planet. And in the ecotone, a mixture of both ecosystems, some species have become specialists. One of them is the crab-eating raccoon. It is a nocturnal species, but when the fruit of the gnip tree is ripe, it is not so sedentary. Reaching the fruits high up in the tree is easy for excellent climbers like the raccoons. Most of the time, its sharp teeth are strong enough to eat the fruit. But sometimes, it needs to use its forepaws as tools to dig out the pulp. After a good meal, it's time to clean up and have a good scratch. And finally, it's time to rest a little. Until another ripe fruit is spotted, and the whole process begins again. Though the gnip tree is a favourite, the raccoon is an omnivore. As the name might give away, protein is a delicacy. This one in particular. Typically, it seeks for food at dawn or dusk. It is dangerous to be out in the open. Moving carefully, this blue land crab tries to find food. Its diet usually consists of fallen leaves, grass, and fruit. They are omnivores, feeding on insects and carrion too. Being extremely sensitive to substrate vibration, the blue land crab can detect both prey and predators. On this occasion, a common black hawk is perched, waiting for it to make a mistake. The crab sticks close to its burrow. hawk decides to strike. No luck this time. When the danger is over, they carefully come back out to feed again. The Bocas del Toro archipelago is well known for the strawberry poison dart frogs. The area is often compared to the Galapagos Islands due to the development of a wide variety of multicoloured frogs. Though the morphs cover the whole colour spectrum, they still remain the same species. It is estimated that there are up to 30 different colour variations. And in southern parts of Bastimentos Island, another unique coloration can be found. The bright colours represent toxicity, which they gain from feeding on ants and mites. Here, the coloration represents love. A young male calls for a potential mate. After some time, his hard work may have paid off. It seems there is an interested female. He keeps calling for her. And finally, she approaches him. After mating, they will find water together. The female will lay eggs nearby. Around 7 to 10 days later, the female will carry the hatched tadpoles on her back to a water source. There, the tadpoles can develop into frogs and be part of the future generation. A brown basilisk male. Something has caught his interest. It's a female. He tries to get her attention. However, she's more interested in food. But the male does not give up so easily. He moves closer to her, bobbing his head as a sign of interest. This time, he gains her attention, and she closes the distance between them. He keeps bobbing his head, and eventually, she approaches him. After mating, the male protects his mate from further male interest. Again, he bobs his head, but this time, it's a sign of dominance. There will always be risk approaching a basilisk's mate. Yet another male lurks nearby. For this opponent, the decision is obvious. Today is not the day to lose a fight. Within the ecotone, there are several species of flowers, all part of the verbena family. The flowers are rich in nectar and can adapt the amount produced to attract pollinators. One of them is the rufous-tailed hummingbird. In normal flight, a hummingbird's wings flap approximately 53 times per second. When not feeding, the hummingbird remains perched. They need to eat an extraordinary amount of nectar every day, up to several times their own body weight. They can also eat up to 2,000 insects in flight. This female is solely responsible for building the nest and taking care of her 2 eggs. The mother has to feed the chick frequently for it to survive, leaving the nest after only 20 days. This young one will have to learn quickly. The mother will take care of it for just 58 days in total. Though this area is thriving, rising temperatures and sea levels are threats to the mangrove forest. And without the mangrove forest, the ecotone would be gone too. However, with combined efforts, the area could be further protected in order to conserve all ecosystems. And with it, all species to whom this is home.